Blue, blue, blue.
Strong right.
Red, up. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Red, up.
4 down.
Blue. 180.
Now Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
380.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
380.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. 380. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up.
We're go, let's go!
This time, Trubisky will throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, gotta go. Red up.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There we go. You see it? 18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set up! 180! Hey, gotta go.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Move, move. Move, move.
On second down, Trubisky. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Lock in, lock in.
Here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Jaguars getting set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Check. 380. Check. Move.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hold, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 4. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
18, 18. You see it? You see it? Good, good, good. Sit up. Here we go. Here we go. Sit up.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 66 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hank. Trip. Move, 380.
Bortles now on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Mike 39, Lucy. Punch right. Lucy. Set. 380. 11B.
On first down, Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And some strong running. Forced out to his left. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Looking long for Westbrook. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Move. Come on, gotta go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, gotta go.
They pitch out to Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. Red, up. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Throwing is Bortles, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
380, move, 380. Hey. 372.
Throwing now is Bortles. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
380.
Now Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see with his offense. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11. 11. 11. Move. 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Lucy.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
380. That's right. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going.
Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy. Spread right, 72.
Now Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Gotta go. Lock in.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Red, top. Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hey, spread left. So right. Green 80.
Bortles going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11B, 11B.
Now Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles to throw. And that's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
380. 380. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Trips left. Throw left. 11, 11.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The pitch to Fournette. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Spread right, 72. Lucy. 380. 380.
Bortles going to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, 54 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.